Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Wednesday, which means it is time for another Nozz watches Vox Machina. Oh boy. So, in the last episode, well, Percy's sister's not dead. She got brought back by druid magic, which is basically just rubbing some fucking dirt on it. And I guess Percy got someone else, knocked out of his kill list, so... Hey, I guess that works out, just zooming along on that one, just, boom, 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 get 'em all. Get a bingo there, Percy. Jesus. So I don't really know where they're gonna go next. I'm assuming that this is just gonna be more or less just going down the list of everyone on Percy's list. And then we'll end off by killing the Briarwoods, and then, hey, Season 2 will be, like, right there. But, hey, I don't know. I never watched the original campaign, so Christ knows what's going on. But let's get in here and let's see what happens. Shall we? In 3, 2, 1, and go! Oh boy. I still can't help but, like, just think about, like, the thing where he's just like, so, hey, why is there no name on that final chamber there? But I can't help thinking of... Oh. Oh, backstory! Okay, then. Silas, please, hang on. We can get some bitchin' vampire juice going on. Hang on a minute. Oh boy, a deal with the devil. That's my favorite. I love the devil. And the devil really needs to get a new landscaper. Holy shit. So the real thing is like, who sees that sort of... Like, who sees that shit and immediately goes, ah, yeah, no, alright, creepy devil book? Alright, let's open this shit up. Oh! Across the street for attention and down the street for results. And she did both. She wants attention and results. Oh, fuck! Now that's gotta be an HOA as a violation. Oh good, it fixed itself. Now the real question is whether that's actually Silas or if that's... Is that actually Silas or is it just some creature fucking, like, puppeting his body around? This is just relationship goals. Get you a girl who'll bring you back as an undead monstrosity. Get you a girl who'll... Get you a girl who'll make crimes against God. I do wonder how they went to, like, overthrowing the Derolos. I do wonder how they got to that. Because I mean, not gonna lie, that seems like a pretty understandable backstory kind of thing. Honestly, that's the kind of backstory that if I told my players, well, some of my players, like, they'd probably go like, alright, hang on a minute, let's hear them out. Let's hear them out, maybe they have a good reason. Because, I mean, technically, what have the Briarwoods actually done? Right? Like, yeah, the Sun Tree's dead and and the place seems generally rather dour, but I mean... Really, the worst they've done is this here, and they did this in response... They did that in response to Vox Machina. Like, but before Vox Machina showed up, it seems like this place was just a shitty place to live, but otherwise people were still, you know, living and being alright. Zombies, if I remember right, have a movement speed of 20, so... They're about as fast as your average dwarf or halfling, so, yeah. Follow the vaguely man-shaped battering ram. Oh, there's an art to playing a character with subpar intelligence, and by God is it great. But you have to do it right. If you do it wrong, then it's just offensive. God, when is Keyleth and that fucking knife here just gonna fuck? When is that gonna happen? How to have your player character completely throw away any titles that their background should rightly get. I fucking hate that. If a player makes a character who has a noble fucking claim, like, then actually fucking have a plan for when that comes up. For fuck's sake, like, that's the most annoying fucking thing ever. Holy shit. Go to jail. Go to jail, Scanlan. Forever. Oh no, he's gonna turn into a Zambambo! God. Ooh, that's a chunk. That's the chunk. Hey mate, why are zombies bad CG? Man, it's really lucky these guys are getting, really poor constitution saves on their zombies, damn. Undead resilience really not pulling them through. God, undead resilience is like my favorite fucking thing because it's how you know that your party is just not doing it right. You have to do enough damage to make it so the zombies can't make the con save, or you need to have some way to do radiant or fire damage. Okay, so why don't y'all just fucking leave? It's his fapping arm! Like, I feel like I missed something. Maybe I'm forgetting something. Why don't they all just fucking leave? Like, what's stopping the citizenry from just picking up and fucking off? You know? Whitestone ain't worth this. Alright, then leave. Like, I understand, like, if they did, then there'd be no plot, but surely the players must have asked themselves this at some point, right? My man Percy just breaking out the 50. Ah, yes, the machinist limit break. Let's go. Christ, that was just a 50. Holy fuck. So I guess the real question is, what the fuck was that on the tabletop? My god. Like on the tabletop, what was that fucking 50 cal? Holy shit. Damn, my man really forgot that there's a DM figuring this shit out. Ah, there's the undead constitution. There it is. I can't believe Archie's about to get fucking killed by Vetemire. Can't wait. So like, yep, there it is. Knew that shit was coming. Yeah, so Percy, maybe, you know, realize that you've got a noble claim that you maybe should... Oh, boy. I've got a... I've got a fucking story related to this. Oh, God. Oh, no! She's gonna give the zombies hay fever! Oh, no! So what race is Keyleth supposed to be? Is it a... Like, cause she's not an Eladrin or anything, but like, I'm wondering what those antlers are supposed to be. They're probably listed in one of the fucking, like, source books that Matt Mercer put out. Just fuck already, god damn! Oy, that arm, someone get that man a lesser restoration, holy shit. It literally has to be, because the DM hasn't planned for you to not do what you're fucking supposed to do. Holy shit. That's your fucking name? Holy shit, my dude. Holy fuck. Feel like it was more, the DM killed him to give you a kick in the ass. I feel like Grog's help action there is the only thing that made it work. That was kind of a shitty speech, holy fuck. Who gave the grandpa elf a sword? Holy shit. Seriously, does no one have lesser restoration? Goddamn. Yeah, she might be an Eladrin, actually. I'm not sure. I mean, hey, y'all might fucking die, so I mean, probably the better time than never, right? Jeez. Aw, damn, Pike's player. Hello, I'm back from the distant land of Los Angeles or New York, wherever the fuck she went. Someone said. Hooray! Lesser restoration. Yeah, let's go. Just that's how you have a character come back when the players when the hey, the player for this character that's been missing for like 3 sessions is back. Oh, we don't want to exclude them. Ah, fuck it. You just teleport in with an astral projection. There you go. Oh god, this is a Skype call, isn't it? This is a fucking Skype call, isn't it? God damn it. You take extra damage from Radiant, Silas, you fucking dipshit. Stay the fuck away from the cleric. I mean, isn't that everything you do, my gamer? Holy shit. I love Bigsby's hand so fucking much. You know what? Oh! Next character I get a chance to, I think I'm gonna just take Bigsby's hand. I'm gonna do some dumb shit with it. This show has reminded me of how fucking cool Bigsby's hand is. Then again, as a forever DM, the only time I really get to use Bigsby's hand is the living Bigsby's hand stat block that I can just use to punch players through walls. That bitch with the fucking kitchen knife in the bag is like, oh, I'ma get him! I'ma get him! Oh, don't go for the neck, that'll make him die quickly. Come on. Torso shots, people, torso shots. I mean, wrong god, but fair enough. That's a slightly different god than the one that you're on about there, Yenin. Oh god, just foul-mouthed cleric. It's not the most original fucking... It's not the most original fucking character gimmick, but by god is it a fun one when it happens. Oh man, they came to an agreement on who the leader was. Oh man. Okay, now that's just going a little bit far, Jesus. And yet somehow the fucking vampire never found it. Okay then. That's, ooh, that's a bit of an oof. I like how none of them need, dark vision at this point, because Pike just gives off, like, fucking 60 feet of fucking light. Well, that's just sus as fuck. Okay, where's this coming from? Where the fuck did that come from? What the fuck? Like, I mean, I understand that, like, it's very clear just for me as a DM. That's very clearly someone who's going to betray them. It's a fucking thing put there by the Briarwoods in order to be, like, a thing, right? But, like, in character, they've got no reason to think that, so Percy just going full fucking edgelord, holy fuck. Where the hell did that come from? My god. Oh. Oh boy, alright, but... So, still very much like this show, but I don't know how much of it is the show is good and how much of it is I'm a giant fucking D&D nerd, but, God, Percy is the exact kind of character that actually does kind of piss me off a little bit. Like, for one, Edgeboy. hello, Edge Boy. But also the idea of a player making a character that has a noble claim, a noble background, and doesn't have a plan for when it's called. That, especially when the DM goes out of their way to actually tie it into the events of the story, that shit pisses me the fuck off. So, oh boy, do I get to tell a story where I got to be a player for once? Oh damn, I think I might do. Um, so my go-to character that I use, and this is the first ever character I ever made, right? First character I ever made, so it's the least creative, right? Like, her fucking name is just a fucking, like, a frankification of my name. That's why I'm not gonna say it. Um, like, her backstory is that she is she's from a minor noble family in Waterdeep. Or if the game doesn't take place in Faerun, a different city. And I always have an idea of how this can come up if it does come up. And then some DMs will, like, I'll be able to be like, hey, so here's my family background. Would I have any pull here? Because the default Faerunian one is that the noble family, they run a shipping company out of Waterdeep, and they basically made enough money to be kind of considered nouveau riche. And while my character is not the heir, she still has, like, the name. And the name is something that holds at least a little bit of weight with some people. And so, like, if I'm ever in a situation where I'm like, okay, could this be a thing? I've always got the idea. And there's been actually times where I've had DMs actually tie it in. So, this was in a homebrew. Oh god, I wish I remember more of this guy's homebrew because he worked so fucking hard on it. But so this one wasn't set in Faerun; it's set in his original universe. And I was like, okay, so here's the general story. Here's how I'm adapting it for your thing, and going from there. And he's like, okay, cool. And we get to this town where it turns out that the family has a outpost there or something like that, and it's kind of like grown and grown and grown. And the main reason my character didn't know about it was because a cousin or some shit like that had basically taken it and run away with it. And he'd basically been grinding the town into dust. So as a result, my character was not too well liked because the last name was the same. And they assumed that I was going to be more of the same. So, like, a big part of it there was, one, my character's family technically owned the town. Two, they did not like my character because the guy who was running the town was a piece of shit. So, like, a lot of the story that we were given there was, one, take over the town, and two, get the townsfolk basically to realize that, like, the other guy was just running rogue and that. And I don't remember, like, the exact details all the way through because, like, a lot of it was just trying to keep the fucking homebrewed world straight in my head at the time. But it was a lot of fun, and it was something that, like, I had to keep that shit in mind. Be like, okay, what's going on? What's going on? And I didn't exactly want to become the, like, character. I didn't want to retire my character and have them just be like, okay, well, I guess I stay in this town and give up being an adventurer. Well, shit. So it became a matter of, like, relinquishing the town, the family's hold on the town, and establishing a democratic leader and all that shit. But I could have actually had my character just give up adventuring and just take over the town, and that would be the end of that character and gone. But I didn't want to do that because I really liked playing that character. And that's something that a lot of players don't really do, is like they'll make a character that's got a noble claim, but if that noble claim comes up, they will just go like, oh no, don't wanna, and that's really fucking annoying. Like, that's really, really fucking annoying. I don't understand, like, why would you give your character a noble background if you're not going to pay attention to that? It even says on the fucking noble background, like, when you go into the fucking book where it's got the noble background listed, like, it says, hey, keep in mind what your fucking noble claim is, and if it comes up. But nobody ever fucking does that, and that's the most annoying thing. Like, but yeah, like, I think that's something that, like, Percy, it's a big fucking issue for him. It's like, I don't know who Percy's player was. I don't, and I don't care, because it feels underbaked. And I don't know if this is just, like, a thing where it's like, oh, like, they weren't used to it, they weren't ready, or what, but it feels like the plot is orbiting around Percy and the Derolos, but Percy is the least interesting character out of all of them. He's a generic, edgy, noble background where the player didn't fucking think about what that means, and he just does edgy shit to be edgy. Like, everybody around him is so much more interesting. Fucking Scanlan, Pike, Grog, Keyleth, Vex, and Vax. Like, their whole thing is way more fucking interesting, and this isn't even their story, but their interactions with it are infinitely, like, more interesting. Bleh. Bleh, I say. And I think that's really the only negative I have. Like, I really like this whole thing, like, the backstory with the Briarwoods. I like, you know, Scanlan just kind of coming into his own as a fighter, and in a meta sense, his player coming into his own as a player. You know, Grog's just out here just living his best life. That's fun as shit. Like, Pike's whole thing with the Everlight, despite the fact that it was made up entirely for this to explain their player being away, like, just infinitely more interesting than what Percy's got going on. And it's honestly pretty good. I think honestly, like, I think if I could change one thing about this, I think I would say maybe have this be like either divorce Percy from the proceedings, or redo Percy so he's less cringe, because he kind of is. Like, I just don't. It's just like, oh, edgy man with gun wears gas mask and doesn't want responsibility. Like, it's just like, maybe I'm just tainted by having played D&D for so long, and tabletop in general for so long, and run into this exact fucking character so many goddamn times. But it's really, really old. It's not interesting when you do it on the tabletop, and it's not interesting when you do it in a fucking multi-million-dollar fucking like animated show. Like, holy shit, it is. Like, and it's my biggest fear. My biggest fear is that the plot here is orbiting around the weakest character of them all. But hey, maybe that's literally, it's just DM brain coming on. I don't know. But yeah. Like, minus my gripes about Percy, I'm still really, really enjoying this. I'm still having a lot of fun. And I can't wait to see how this comes to a head, because I'm pretty sure we've only got like 3 more episodes left. But yeah, let me know what you thought of this episode down there in the comments, whether you liked it, you disliked it, or you want to bring up something I forgot to talk about, which is entirely possible. Oh boy. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, share on social media, tell your friends. If you want more content from me, then I do try and post anime every single day around noon, and I also try and stream every day as well. If nothing changes, then I should be streaming Elden Ring today at 2 o'clock. That's Eastern, of course. And hopefully I'll see you guys there. We're going to be doing some Bloodborne shit. But yeah, as always, everybody, I am Nozz the Goblin, and I will see you in the next video. Most importantly of all, become a goblin today, and I will see you a rune. The adventure begins. They were always beside you, your nerdy best friends, and the DM to guide you, and they rise from the flames for the battles ahead. Villains beware, 'cause you're about to be dead.